Yo. What's going on, everybody? What's good? Glad to see everybody here tonight. Let me know who's here get in the chat. So I can do a quick roll call or whatever. We can get the show on. As you guys know, every Sunday we do the show. It's Miami Hurricane football talk, college football talk in general. Let me know how everybody doing tonight. I know some of you guys NFL team played, so how's that going? Who's winning, who's losing. Let me make sure, double check. Okay, so audio check, perfect. Everything checked out. All right. Say I got them FSU fans mad when I told them about there being no NIL deal for Travis. What up, T2Y? What's going on, man? Yeah, them FSU mad. They big mad. They mad. Like Ply said, you big mad. You mad, man. Oh man. Totally not depressed. What's going on? FSU stay losing to JSU, living rent free. Two lost to JSU in a row. Who else can say that they done that? Bobby is rolling in his grave right now. Lost the number one recruit to JSU. Not only did you lose him to JSU, you lost him to somebody that played for FSU. That you probably should have hired as your head coach. But hey, you got Mike Norvell. Be happy. Hurricane Speed, what's going on with you? Hurricane Kilo in the building. What's good, boss? Yes, sir. Florida Chucker, the Gator fan. What's good with you, boss? What's going on, man? Travis never got an NIL deal. Man, hey, y'all be quick with the trolling, boy. I thought I was a troll. Damn. Curtis, what's going on, man? K-Dub, what's good? What's good? Brian Parker, he's a 49er fan. Hey, bless your heart, boy. My Rams gonna tear that ass up next week, I think. I think we play y'all next week. We'll whoop that ass. Daddy of G's, what's going on, boss? What's good? Mr. Miami, what's good? What's going on? So, as you guys see, it's a name right here on the screen. Frank Ledson Jr. He's a receiver at Clemson. He's coming home, guys, through the transfer portal. He's coming back to Miami, so that will be a receiver that Miami pick up. Hey, they want to come home, man. They want to come home. They don't want to be them Clemson Tigers no more. Lenore's in the building. What's good, Lenore's? FSU stay mad. They got a lot of reason to stay mad this week. Laugh out loud. Okay, everyone's just going to school for experience. I mean, for a kid like Travis Hunter, any school he go to, he'll shine, But keep in mind, I think don't JSU got the same amount of Hall of Famers as FSU does, if I'm not mistaken. Ain't no big difference. He could go to the league and be a Hall of Famer for JSU, just the same if he was to go to Florida State. So what's the difference? Man, them Canes Harris, what's good, boss? What's popping? Pope, yeah, Mark Pope went to JSU. So he signed with JSU. Now, unfortunately for JSU, man, they took a beating yesterday. Humiliating beating. National TV, shout out to them for making it to a bowl game. They was 11-1 going into that game. So, that's a huge accomplishment for a head coach. I think it's Deion's second year coaching there, and you go 11-1. Hey, hats off to Deion Sanders. Not only do you go 11-1, you also take the number one player in the recruiting class. A lot of FSU fans don't want to hear that right now because they still salty. They burning Deion jersey and everything like that. But Deion out-recruited Mike Norvell on one leg. Yes, he out-recruited you on one leg, on one foot. You lost to JSU twice this year. Damn. I know Florida State fans have nightmares every time they go to sleep and think about JSU. That's tough. FCS school. Smooth in the building. What's good? Smooth, the Alabama fan. Says them folks butt hurt. Speaking of butt hurt, Smooth, them Alabama fans, they butt hurt too. I don't know about you, but I know your fan base, they butt hurt. Jaleel Skinner signed with the Miami Hurricanes, and the Alabama fan base went nuts. They went crazy. Oh my God, we didn't get this guy. Oh my God, Miami Cristobal coming down here starting trouble. Oh my God, oh my God. They was crying like little girls, man, crying. They started Twitter spaces talking about the Miami Hurricanes this, the Miami Hurricanes that. Y'all came to the state of Florida and you didn't get one kid and you went and threw a temper tantrum. God damn, what has the world come to, Alabama? Y'all been winning in recruiting forever. And the one time you don't get a kid, you go to crying like a bunch of, I don't even want to curse tonight. Hurricane 325, what's good? BB, what's good? Man, Hurricane JD, what's good, boss? Wesley Joyner, what's good with you? Hammer Gang, what's going on? I think that says Saeed. What's good with you, boss? Yes, it's Hammer Gang. Now, a lot of people have been asking me in the comment section, what are they saying in the intro of the video? What are they saying in that intro? Is it Hammer Gang? Is it Hammer Kane? Is it Hammer this, Hammer that? It's Hammer Gang. Gang is short for gangster. But Hammer Gang is not violent related. It's more of on a knowledge kind of thing. Because the slogan is Hammer Gang because we always hit the nail on the head, meaning that we always come with the facts. So it's a Hammer Gang, gang like gangster, but it's a positive thing. It's all positive. Oh man, nah, y'all ain't finna do that again, boss. Y'all ain't finna beat my Rams twice. No tears will continue to flow, of course. Now, Florida State is sitting at number 13 in the country, if I'm not mistaken. Now, I did see a mathematical situation put out by Cole Perry. Shout out to Cole Perry, Indo Gaines on Twitter. And, it's a mathematical equation. If we were to land Shamar Stewart, if we were to land Kevin Coleman, which I do believe we'll get Kevin Coleman, and Cyrus Moss, I'm thinking it's between us and USC for Cyrus Moss. So if we were to get those guys, all three of those guys, we would already pass Florida State in rankings. We'll be number 12 in the country if we just signed those three guys. But if you look at recruiting from a different standpoint, from not just what the ranking says, because I think right now we're ranked at number 49 or something like that. But if you look at it from the grading standpoint, there's only 4 teams in the country right now that have a better grade than us. Alabama, Georgia, Texas A&M, who's the other? And Ohio State. Those names that I've said has been killing it in recruiting for the past couple of years or so. So for Miami to be sitting at number 5 amongst those guys, that tell you the kind of quality that Mario Cristobal is bringing in. That tell you the kind of quality kids that we're going after. Now, I've been seeing a lot of reports popping up in news and stuff like that about the kids that Mario Cristobal is already handing out offers for 2023. It's a lot of linemen, guys. It's a lot of linemen. As you guys know, that's been one of our biggest issues. And this guy is going after the top guys for the O-line. Now, I also saw that for 2023 class, he gave out an offer to a quarterback up in Michigan. I don't have the kid's name on my mind right now, but kid's a five-star quarterback out of Michigan. So Mario Cristobal is already, working on 2022 and looking into 2023 also. Listen, he's not like Manny Diaz, man. Plain and simple. This guy knows what he's doing. Recruiting for him is on a whole different level. Plain and simple. Let me see. Where we at? Demetrius, what's good with you, boss? What's good? Man, y'all focus on winning the damn ACC. Y'all stay worrying about Florida State while North Carolina stacking a nice class again to beat y'all. You don't believe that. Huh. Hey, shout out to North Carolina. Do what y'all do in recruiting. I mean, everybody looks good in early signing day, but let's see what the classes look like at the end of the thing, okay? After February 2nd, we can all talk about this. See, that's why I call Florida State pre-cum university, because they always jump to conclusion. They don't wait till the end to see what happened. That's why I call them pre-cum university. They don't wait. Let me see where we at. See if I can catch up. Adrian Fleming, because they know this is a sign of things to come, Miami got to stop all the players from leaving South Florida. Listen, we ain't going to stop everybody, but we're going to need to keep the key pieces that's going to make, Miami great again. We could do that. Florida's going to get their share. Florida State going to get their share. But long as we lock down the key players of need to the University of Miami, I think we'll be fine. Georgia, Alabama, all those guys, they're going to still come in here and get a handful. But long as we could keep the top ones at home, I think we'll be fine. I think we'll start seeing the difference between Alabama, Georgia, Clemson, all those teams without the top Florida kids. Because to be honest, the kids that leave here and go there, they're the ones that's making their team great. They're the one that making Alabama look good. They're the one that making Clemson and all those other guys look good. It ain't the talent from their home state, And right now, NIL deals has opened up a can of worms. Look at Texas, for example. Now, I know a lot of you guys seen that Texas has the $50,000 deal with Heart with Horns, and I've been telling you guys it's not just $50,000, it's $150,000 for a lineman to go to Texas, because it's not just one NIL deal that's in place. The one for $50,000 is Heart with Horns. That's one. Now, when you combine it with the other NIL deal that they have, that's Clark Field Collective. For a lineman to go to Texas, it's $150,000 a year. So this NIL deal thing ain't no joke. As you guys see, Mario Cristobal was here, got introduced, blah, 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 got on a jet, went to Texas to talk to two offensive linemen. Well, he missed out on both of them. Why? Because Texas is offering these linemen $150K a year to come there. Now, whatever does this deal have in place, what these kids got to do, I'm not sure of that. But it's $150K. Do the math. If you go there for 3 years, you make $450. If you do 4 years, that's $600,000 you have made while in college. That's tough. That's tough for any recruiter. That's tough to tell a kid, hey, come to my school. I'll get you in the league, or I could try to get you in the league. Or you could go here and make $150K a year. And if you don't make the league, guess what? While you was at school, you made more than $500,000. It's hard to recruit against that. You'd have to literally come up with your own kind of deals like that. I find it funny that the NCAA doesn't look into things like that, but they want to come bother the University of Miami over $500 a month for each player kind of thing. Make it make sense, man. To say who we talking about tonight. A little bit of everybody, a little bit of recruiting. Like I said, what's going on in college football. My Sunday night shows is not just Miami related. It's Miami related, but it's more so college football all in one. Kind of wanted to make Sunday the day where I talk about not just Miami but the whole college football in general. Kind of want the channel to have that open area for everybody else to come on in, not just Miami Hurricane fans. So, we could all grow as a college football community. As most of you guys know, I do a lot of trash talking. I clown a lot of teams when stuff pop up in the media and stuff like that, especially Florida State. They get the first hand of it. So, this is an open platform on Sundays for all teams and all fan base. They can come on in and talk their trash and stuff like that too. So, yeah, that's what we're doing tonight. We're going to talk a little bit about recruiting and, what's going on. So anyway, Mario's out there, handing out, offers right now. So I see there's a guy from where's the kid transferring from? There's a kid transferring from USC. There you go. USC. Jacob Lichtenstein. He's a defensive lineman. Now he did play with Bubba Bowden. I saw Bubba Bowden tweeted out that, hey, the Canes is the right decision for the kid. So, hey, come on over, man. Come on home. He is from the I think he went to Cardinal Gables, if I'm not mistaken. So, hey, come back home. A lot of kids want to come back home. Speaking of kids that want to come back home, T2. Now, I'm not sure if Mario Cristobal and the Hurricanes are going to take T2 because, I don't want to talk about it, but T2 has some things behind them that, probably need to be worked out or talked about or whatever. But we'll see where that goes too. I did see T2 tweeted earlier that, hey, we're he's basically willing to, look at anybody that would offer him, give him a deal. He's open-minded. Cardinal Gibbons. Oh, thank you. I messed that up earlier. So, yeah, man. Canes, what's going on? Yeah, like the name on the screen right here. Canes, Frank Ledson Jr. from Clemson. He's a wide receiver. He's coming home, guys. We're gonna have another wide receiver now. Tariq Stevenson. I'm not quite sure if he's coming back, but he has been hinting at it, so we might see him come back. Shout out to Mike Harley, De'Aaron King, Bubba Bowden. All those guys, this week and everybody else that I'm missing that basically graduated. Graduation passed and these guys got their degrees. Jared Williams, of course, the transfer from Houston, the offensive lineman, Jaleel Skinner, man, that was a huge get. That was a huge get for us. Having a guy like Mario Cristobal here is a major deal. It's a major deal. I see some new names in here. G Bama boy, what's good? I don't know what that about. Chosen one. Don't worry about us. You talking to FSU fans? What's good? Chosen one. I never knew how to say this guy's name, but yeah. I'll just call him. Nah, I ain't even gonna attempt. Oh my God, so focused on FSU. Listen, FSU, y'all was the talk of the town this week when it came to, early signing day. Y'all was the talk of the town. Deion Sanders pulled a big one on y'all. Y'all was the target of trolling on a maximum level in front of the whole wide world. For the whole offseason, for the whole recruitment time or whatever, y'all been so locked on Travis Hunter. Oh, we got the number one recruit. We got him in. Oh, he locked in. He not visiting nobody. He not taking phone call. He don't want to hear nothing from nobody. And the day when it came to when it mattered the most, when it came to put name to paper, when it came to put the pen, let the ink dry, y'all missed out. Y'all was left. Listen, y'all was that guy that got left at the altar. The chick came in there and decided she didn't want to marry y'all no more. Found out that you like to leave the toilet seat up or something and decide that, nah, I don't want to marry him. That was FSU, guys. Your fan base is so disgraceful. You forget that Deion Sanders is a coach and recruiting kids top kids is what he's supposed to do. See, in y'all minds, y'all had this kid locked, and you didn't look at a JSU as a competition or anything. You know what you did? You looked at Georgia. Y'all was more worried about Georgia than anybody. That you didn't even realize that your own alumni was out recruiting you. The guy that y'all rejected that wanted that FSU job out recruited you. Now, somebody in the chat, please, please tell me when in college football history has a coach had 2 back-to-back losing season get an extension? Where do they do that at? Because FSU just gave Mike Norvell a whole extension. Where the hell do they do that at? Where? See, that's what happened, because I told you guys, Florida State went out and hired a booster as their new AD. You hired the guy that been giving money to you, and now you're hiring him. What you going to do, give him back his own money? Ain't that called a refund? Let me guess, he probably doing the job for free. Y'all hired Stan the Fan. Stan, that's who you hire. You hired Stan. You hired a super fan to come run your program. That's tough, man. That's tough. That's tough. Damn, Florida State can't get right. Y'all ever watch the movie Life? Florida State can't get right. Can't get right. Y'all gonna be in the shits. Man, listen, I don't know about y'all, but I don't think Mike Norvell, that extension probably don't mean nothing because he ain't going to last too long up there. That's crazy. Exactly, Kilo. Mediocre program. That's what it's going to be. But thank you, FSU fan, for coming in here. Let me unleash on y'all a little bit. Man. I see we got the Alonzo troll in the building tonight, too. What the hell? I ain't even going to put that on the screen. Man, this guy's silly. Oh, my God. Hey, listen, man. Leave Alonzo alone. Let that man do his thing, y'all. I don't know who that is, but leave him alone. This man funny as hell. Peanut Roll Tide. I'm going to be honest. Miami fans, when you took a player from Alabama, you might have something going on good. I'm just saying Roll Tide. Hey, appreciate that, man. Appreciate that. See, not all Alabama fans are salty. Some of them couldn't believe that, Miami could, flip Skinner. Now, Skinner said, plain and simple, speaking of Mario Cristobal, made him fall in love with Miami again. No shots at Manny Diaz, but, if Manny was still here, we was not getting Skinner. Probably won't get Nigel Kelly. Probably won't get Wesley Bassing either. So, shout out to Manny Diaz for moving on and going to Penn State and saving us some money, At the end of the day, Manny Diaz was in over his head for this job. But at the same time, he had a vision for Miami. It didn't work out. So I have no ill feelings towards him. I just know at the time when it was time for him to go, I was public about it. I was very public. I came in here and I told you guys every week, Manny Diaz got to go. Oh, we just won 4 games in a row, 5 games in a row. Manny still got to go. I stood firm on that. But it is what it is. Now, recruiting, man, is heating up, man. Now, can y'all just imagine if we had Mario Cristobal here for the whole time? Just think about the recruitment that was going on here. We saw that we lost Earl Little to Alabama. Nick Saban's been on his head for a while. So, Mario came in at the last minute, try to recruit him, try to, change his mind, flip him, whatever. But you got to give Nick Saban props. He's been on the kid for a while. They developed the relationship, stronger than the bond that he had with Mario down here for such a short time. So he went to Alabama. Good luck to him. Marvin Jones Jr., one of the guys that I wasn't too high on him. If we would have got him, I would have loved it, of course. But when I saw him up at FSU throwing down the U, he looked like he was just happy to do it. You know, Wesley was saying, you could tell that, you know, them clowns up at Florida State, you know, got him to throw it down or whatever, because he wasted no time getting back down to Miami and, you know, apologize to the coaching staff and stuff like that and let them know that wasn't intentional. So it is what it is. But both of the guys that you made throw down to you, you put out photos and shit like that, none of them came to you. None of them went to your school. Marvin Jones went to Georgia, chose Georgia over you. Then you had a wide receiver that chose to go to Louisville over you. Basically, all the high quality kids that you needed in your class the most, you missed on. You missed on them. Travis Hunter was the cream of the crop. he was the cream of the crop on that one. You missed on him, plain out. And now you're salty and mad. Oh, Miami worrying about FSU and they number 49 and blah, blah, blah. Some of you guys don't understand how the recruitment thing works. Y'all think it's over with right now. Miami's number 49. This team and that team. It don't work that way. You saw Billy Napier just came into Florida. You saw Mario just came down here. And you saw the impact that it had on the classes. Mario's impact on Miami is right in front of your face. It's happening right in front of your face. It's magical. Billy Napier just came to Florida. He brought in Corey Raymond with him, and you saw what happened. Florida got the number one safety in the country out of Kamari Wilson. So where do Mike Norvell fall into this? How does Mike Norvell recruit against a guy like Billy Napier and a guy like Mario Cristobal? Where does he fit in this thing? The state of Florida is not going to be for him. You got to forget, and you got to realize too. Don't look past UCF. Gus Malzahn is up there. He got a nice coaching staff behind him. Now, speaking of coaching staff, I see Charlie Partridge is basically going to stay with Pitt. Now, he was trying to debunk all of the talks about him going to Miami. But basically what happened with Charlie Partridge is basically Pitt matched what Miami would have offered him to come down here. So more than likely now, I think we're going to get the defensive line coach from Oregon. Like I said in my recent video, he has been spotted down in Miami. So that could be a foretelling. Now, I'm not saying he's gonna be the guy until it officially happens, because then, you know, everybody wants to come back and, oh, you said this guy was going to be this, and then it didn't work out, and then everybody was like, T2I is a false prophet, blah, 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 you know. Listen, guys, I'm just a messenger. Like I tell y'all, I'm just a messenger. I see it, and I bring it to your attention if you haven't seen it. Sometimes you guys may have seen it before me, but for those who haven't, this is where the message gets passed around on this channel. Now, I'm going to put the link in the chat because I do want some of you guys' thoughts and opinions. As you guys know, these Sunday shows are open shows. I want to know how y'all feel about the recruiting class so far. You know, the kids that we have, you know, what's your thoughts and take on them? So let me go ahead and put the link in the chat so anybody could come on in. Thoughts and opinions are welcome. No, come on, man. That's tough. That's tough right there. Man, I got a lot of what's going on? Why I got so many Alonzo trolls in here tonight? What the hell? Y'all better leave Alonzo alone. Boy, snap on y'all now. Ladybug. Bowl games. Yeah, speaking of that, we got bowl games coming up too. We got Washington State on the 31st. That's going to be interesting to watch because, we still filling up our coaching staff. And I think if I'm not mistaken, the defensive coordinator for that game will be T-Rob. So he'll be calling the defense. Offense, what up, Marcus? Marcus said, "Get the lights up." Hey, appreciate that, Marcus. See, Marcus is a FSU fan. Like I said, this channel, trash talk is welcome. All fan base is welcome. I talk trash with FSU all the time, but nonetheless, I don't hate them. I like their fans. They real respectful, and they know I'll just be talking trash, and that's cool, man. Keep it respectful. Love it. Nick, what's going on with you? Yeah, but y'all do what Marcus say, man. Hit the like button if you haven't already. Hit the like button, please, and thank you. Oh, man. Listen, man. Y'all doing too much in this chat, man. Oh, man. CJ, what's going on with you? What's good? All right. Some of the things going on. I don't know if most of y'all pay attention to basketball, but right now the Miami Hurricanes basketball team is actually doing pretty good. We're sitting at 8-3 right now. We got a game tomorrow at 7:00 on ACC Network X, ACC NX. So they'll play Stetson at 7:00. So Miami's doing pretty well in basketball. Hopefully that continue, because hey, we haven't been a basketball school ever. So hopefully that continue too. Y'all let me know in the chat. Put a 1 in the chat if you guys would like to see some basketball videos every now and then. I won't do too much, but put a 1 in the chat if you guys would like to see some basketball videos every now and then on the channel. Let me know. If not, I'll just stick to football, stick to trolling Florida State and the rest of college football. All right, so I see a couple 1s in there. Man. Oh, man, boxing. I know a lot of you guys, I know you saw the fight last night. I didn't get to see it, but from what I heard, it was a split decision between Frank Gore. As you guys know, Frank Gore was a running back for the University of Miami, went on to the NFL, broke records, played for almost damn near 20 years. So, fought the basketball player last night. He fought the basketball players. What's the guy name? Darren Williams. He fought Darren Williams last night and came down to the decision or whatever. And I guess Darren Williams got the win, but at least he didn't get knocked out. Speaking of who got knocked out, Woodley. Man, tell me you guys seen that Woodley knockout. Let me know. Do y'all think Jake Paul is the real deal? Do y'all think he's the real deal? But forget about them. Shout out to Frank Gore, man, because it's not easy to switch from one sport to another. It's not easy. But Frank Gore went in there and he lasted and he didn't get knocked out. So at the end of the day, it is what it is. I'm not mad at him. Hey, proud of the guy, man. It's boxing is not easy. It's not like playing football or anything. Micah Ellis with a $25 donation. What's going on, T2Y Rainstorm? Shout out to you, Micah Ellis. Appreciate the donation. Micah Ellis is an FSU fan, of course. Appreciate that. Well, since you is an FSU fan, I'm going to go ahead and give you the FSU treatment. So appreciate you for the $25 donation. Where we at? Here you go, boss. Appreciate that $25 donation, Michael Ellis. Hope you're doing all right tonight, man. Now, I know what Miami's doing right now, players wise and coaching wise, we're searching for our coaches, we're recruiting, but the players, they getting ready for their bowl game. What do Florida State do right now? What do the players at Florida State do right now? Are they on fishing trips? Are they on vacation? You ain't got no bowl games. So what is it y'all doing tonight? Hey, Bergie says, basically nothing against Paul, but a real boxer would basically annihilate him. Who knows, man? All I know is he been putting on a lot of gimmicky fights. I guess it's for the entertainment. He was a YouTuber. He was an entertainer, so I'm pretty sure he figured out how to entertain people and get them to tune in and watch. Hit that like, share, and subscribe button. But in real life, shout out to him. He actually got Mayweather to fight him, so he's doing pretty well for himself. Now, how far that goes, how long it lasts, I don't know. But shout out to Jake Paul. Hey, if you keep fighting and you keep winning, why not? Nigel Kelly and Skinner. Ooh. Oh, okay. Keep strolling, sir. So let me know. Like I said, the link, I'm gonna put the link back in the chat. If anybody wants to come on in and join me on here, we can have a conversation or whatever. Just click the link. How y'all feeling about the job that Mario Cristobal is doing so far? Uncle Lou in the building. What's good, Uncle Lou? What's going on with you? Oh, speaking of Uncle Lou, I seen that what's it called? YouTube TV. YouTube TV, the streaming service, about $60 a month or something like that. They got rid of ESPN. Now, I watched a Lou video where he rants about it, and I gotta admit, I feel the exact same way. Without ESPN on YouTube TV, I don't have a reason to have it. I would rather jailbreak my Fire Stick. Hell, I got about 3 of them. I'd rather jailbreak those or, find some other streaming to do it. Mr. HD, what's going on with you?
What it do, boss? Can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you. Your background, okay. Yeah, you good now. What's going on?
Chilling, bro, chilling.
What's on your mind, man?
Nah, man, just, it's been a good week so far. Canes, news, and all that. Just getting ready for more good news as soon as that comes out.
Yeah, how you feeling about the class so far?
Quality, like you said, bro. Quality over quantity. So,
yeah,
as long as we're getting them quality pieces, it's only going to add up to maybe a top 15, 20 class at the end of the day.
I think we'll get top 15 now. I don't know if most of you guys watch 247 Sports. Josh Pate. I'm not sure if most of you guys watch that kid. Late Kick show. I watch it. I listen to him. I think I find him very knowledgeable. He was wrong about Miami and Mario Cristobal and some things, but everybody don't get it right all the time. But he did say that he do believe with Mario Cristobal this season, this recruiting class, that we will finish top 10. I don't know how you guys feel. Do you guys think that we could get into the top 10 recruiting class? Totally not depressed. What's going on with you?
Hey, what's up, man?
I think we lost Mr. HD. What's going on, man?
I'm doing good. JSU actually signed some recruits.
Yeah.
Well, both JSU's, but yeah, Deion Sanders, he putting in work. Respect.
Of course. Now, number 1 player in the nation.
Mm-hmm. Florida State, they must love taking that JSU L.
Yeah, 2 JSU L's in 1 year. Right? It's unheard of.
You know what I'd like to see, T2Y? I would love to see Florida State and FIU play in the JSU Bitch Bowl.
Wow. Mr. Say your name, buddy. I don't want to butcher that.
Obas. What's good, man?
Obas. Okay, there you go. What's good, man? What's going on? What's on your mind?
Hey, man. This you had me dying, man, when you started off the show. We was talking about Florida State, man. That shit.
Bro, we
Florida
was
State,
live.
man.
We was live during the National Signing Day. So when all that Travis Hunter stuff went down, it was happening right here. We saw all the things on Twitter. Everybody started reporting stuff. All the Florida State fans went into panic mode after he ended up signing with JSU. Florida State fans start burning Deion Sanders. They start talking trash about him. He ain't no good player. He ain't no good coach. He banned from Tallahassee. Like, Larry, what is Deion Sanders going to do in Tallahassee? Come down there and rent a trailer?
Right. And then and that's my main problem was that, you guys had an opportunity to hire him. Like, you had an opportunity to. Now, I understand why they didn't, because I understand that, they wanted more experience from him. I really think it's really something else, but supposedly what they're saying is because, he didn't have enough experience. But shit, look what he did. Look what he's doing. He took away the #1 recruit in the country. Not just in his
brought him to an FCS school.
Right, exactly. This dude
was you don't see that happening at all.
Right. He's a #1 player in the country coming out a great state like Georgia. So he ain't no fluke shit. He's the real deal. You know what I'm saying? And he took him away from you. And listen, man, as a Miami Hurricane fan, I love it. But hey, Florida State, hey man.
I'm an FCS fan. I love it.
I loved every bit of it. It was the most entertaining and shocking thing for me for that day. And I was like a little kid in the candy store when it happened.
Yeah, that shit was beautiful.
I was like, beautiful. Oh man, FSU fans gonna hate me. They gonna hate me.
Hey, TTY, have you brought up that Travis Hunter knockout video? Have you seen that one?
Oh yeah, man, come on. The internet.
You gotta remind the FSU fans what happened, bro.
The internet is undefeated, man. It's undefeated. I saw they took the
internet. That was comedy, they played nobody.
So they took the clip of Jake Paul knocking out whoever they call him, Tyrone Woodley, and they put Travis Hunter face on JSU on whatever. It was hilarious. Deion Sanders done shocked the world. That man told y'all he was going to do it. I didn't know he was going to do that, though.
How much you think Travis got paid?
Well, from what I'm hearing, there's an NIL deal with Barstool, but I don't know how far that goes. Because I'm also hearing that Deion saying that basically it didn't take no NIL deal to get him there. Florida State
You pulled the number one recruit in the country to a school like that.
Culture.
That kid his culture just got a serious dollar sign added to his bank account. I mean, I'm not ragging it. More power to the kid, but he got a serious bag going to that school. Come on.
Yeah,
I'm telling you, they're seriously trying to get back to those glory days, man.
From what I heard, it was like 1.5. From what I heard, I was 1.5. That's what
I wouldn't doubt it. I wouldn't doubt it at all.
I heard 1.5 and I heard 1.7.
Well, I mean, anything at that point is pretty much relative, but he got a lot of money to go there. And whether he stays or not, I don't know. More power to him. I mean, it's definitely a big thing to have Deion do something like that because now it really opens people's eyes and it could attract more people. So good for them. I mean, it did something that it was supposed to do, and that was create awareness. And now people are like, okay. So.
All right. So now I'm not a Dolphin fan, but today
Duke
was a glorious moment for Duke Johnson. Former Miami Hurricane running back. 22 carries, 100 yards.
Hell yeah.
20 reception yards and 2 touchdowns.
Yep, he looked good.
I'm happy for the Duke.
Today was his debut. He was on the practice squad. I guess COVID and all that. Brought him to the front, and now boom, hopefully, he could stay there. Hopefully, he could, continue to play. But he hasn't had a performance like this, from what I was hearing, since 2014. So,
well, he kind of really, I don't know. He didn't look too good at Texas, and that's because Texas was a bad. I mean, Texas, they're a bad team. The Texans, I should
Texas
say.
is Texas.
So, yeah, you know what I mean. That team over there. I can't get it out of my
We
mouth.
don't talk about that team.
Anyway, he didn't look
SEC
good at
could
it
have just
going
brought
there.
Oklahoma over and just left Texas over there in the Big 12.
now, also, on the opposite team, the losing team, unfortunate for them, but Braxton Berrios
Look good.
also scored 2, did pretty good. Hey, today was a good day for the Canes. Jalen Phillips also for the Dolphins, he did pretty well today too. So we got Canes in the league, man.
I thought it was pretty cool that most of the game, all the announcers kept saying was Berrios Johnson, Berrios Johnson. You kept hearing their names the whole game, and I was like, there you go, throw some some love, man. I'm loving that.
Yeah.
Yeah, me. I was loving that shit, man. That shit was beautiful. I love that.
Yeah.
So shout out to Duke, man. Blake Baker.
Oh, shit.
Let's see what Blake Baker's seeing here. I'm just seeing this now.
He got
The tornado hit that campus?
Did he get fired from LSU or something?
I have no clue. I'm about to read it right now. What he said.
Oh, because I read that earlier.
He might have did.
So forever grateful for our time here in Baton Rouge. Short ass time in Baton Rouge. The opportunity to coach here was a dream come true. LSU will always be a special place for me and my family for so many reasons. We can't say thank you enough to all the people that played a part in making our experience such a memorable one. To the guys in the locker room, I will always cherish and appreciate the relationships we have built. Saying goodbye to y'all is always the hardest. So I'm guessing he got fired.
Yeah, B. Kelly. Yeah, B. Kelly.
Kelly right everybody.
Fired them all, bro.
Yeah, it's either that or he found another opportunity somewhere else. But I'm gonna go with he got fired because Brian Kelly been on a roll.
Hell, LaFleur is a good enough reason to coach in Baton Rouge.
He told Corey Raymond to leave.
He fired Gore Raymond. He fired the strength coach. He fired
Kevin Falk.
Yeah, people who's been there like 20 years, he fired.
Yeah.
I won't be surprised if he fired, Blake Baker.
Well, I'll tell you this. From what I've been reading about it, he didn't retain Baker, so he is gone. But LSU fans in general are kind of like, well, we like Baker. And I mean, if you read a lot of the stuff, that's why I was asking before if he did, because I didn't really get into it. But they all seem to like Baker, unlike how we feel about him down here, which, really more and more opens up the fact that, he wasn't really the problem, man. I mean, it was all Manny, and this guy just took the hit for it.
He was a fall guy.
Yeah, for real.
I don't feel bad for him because remember when
I don't feel bad they lost to LSU either.
Remember they
he got paid.
That recruit that was going after that linebacker Tulane. When he got him to commit to LSU, he started trolling Miami, talking about big fish. We going fishing down there and all that. I don't feel bad. Humble yourself, Blake Baker.
With all the crap that he took from us down here, man, why not? Let him have his say so. Come on, man. Let's be real. We torched the guy. I mean, we did. Yeah. Whether you think he deserved it or not, we absolutely torched that guy for quite some time. So if he wants to run his mouth a little bit, let him. Yeah.
Find out I was Manny.
Let me ask y'all this because I've been seeing this conversation flowing on Twitter, on social media, or whatever. Who was a better hire, Mario Cristobal or Billy Napier?
Ooh, that's
Billy Napier's never coached P5, so I mean,
Mario Cristobal, like he has better recruiting, but Billy Napier, he just seems like the better coach.
He is.
How?
So this is going back
the coordinator.
Mario
He
Cristobal.
called plays. Yeah.
Mario going to needs.
Mario is the obvious best hire here, man. Mario.
Yeah, I won't say obvious.
Is a good recruiter. to me,
Billy
to me, he's
Napier
the
can
obvious
recruit
one.
and coach, so I wouldn't say obvious.
Well, he ain't coach P5,
he
so
is.
this
I get you saying P5,
Listen,
but he done been at Clemson, Alabama. He was off.
But listen, Mario was the primary recruiter over at Alabama. He was the one who brought in Jerry
For
Jones.
certain
He brought
players.
in,
Billy Napier brought in players too at Alabama.
Not
He
the
brought in
players.
Jared Judy, Mari Cooper.
Right.
What you mean?
Right.
It ain't compared to
Cristobal
Mario.
got those guys, man.
Well, in all
Okay.
reality,
How they say Billy Napier recruited him? How?
well, Alabama recruited Alabama, so let's.
We get that.
Yeah.
But he still brought them. This before they became Alabama.
I'm just.
All those South Florida ties from Mario. Got him all those players.
Billy Napier recruited.
He won recruiter
Nah,
of
I'm
the
not-
year. He ain't just because Alabama. He won recruiter of the year.
No, I'm not knocking Napier at all. I'm only, if I'm going to have to pick, only because of the familiarity with Mario, because of what Mario's done at Oregon the past couple of years, not counting what he did at FIU. His record is, progressively gotten better. He's gotten better as a coach. Yeah, the 2 losses to Utah this year kind of hurt in that look, but he's still a good coach.
Yeah, he's a good coach. I ain't gonna say he's not a good coach. We're gonna see. It just remains to be seen.
But I'm not going to knock Napier. I haven't seen what he can do at this level. For all we know, he
Yeah.
might go to Florida and just blow it up. So
Yeah.
anything's possible.
How long is Billy Napier's contract for? Because I know Mario got a 10-year deal. What's Billy Napier's? How
I
long
have
is
no
it?
idea.
That really ain't been said how big it is.
I'll say 5 years.
Yeah, it has
just
to be
safe.
Something like that. Yeah.
And if I'm right, did Emory Jones leave? He left, right?
Oh yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah, we
I thought
happy
so.
about that.
Sorry, I've been working a lot lately. I haven't been able to keep up on
Emory
stuff.
Jones is in the transfer portal?
Yeah,
Yeah,
you didn't know that?
Oh,
He went
shit.
signing day.
Oh wow.
yeah.
Speaking of quarterbacks in the portal,
He knew he didn't. He
From
knew
what
he
I'm
wasn't going to
hearing-
be starter next
what
year.
I'm hearing, Oregon picked up Bo Nix.
Yeah, Bo Nix.
Yeah.
Oh, really?
Oregon down bad.
Yeah, that's what they were saying. That was gonna happen.
Well, it's official. Oregon's going 7-5.
Exactly.
You don't think Bo Nix will do good over at Oregon?
That's Bo. Yeah, man. Bo Nix.
Somebody said in the chat
He'll
that
be
Napier
mediocre
got
at best.
7 years, $51 million, if that's what he's talking about. So that's what I think it is.
Yeah, he said 7 years, $51 million.
All right, so we were close. I said 5, so that's right in that ballpark.
Yeah.
7 years, that's not bad.
Nope.
These are Nick Saban's disciples now.
You can give me $51 million over 10 years, I'll be happy. Give me over 20 years, I'll be happy. Shit.
Man, Slim Shady Canes, what's going on with you?
Oh, I thought he was on the phone. I was waiting to see. I thought he had like bad reception again. So sorry. No, because I know every time he calls in, he tends to have some reception problems. So I thought you were saying what's up, like he was on the air and then he wasn't there. So my bad.
Oh man. Oh, speaking of coaches too, Urban Meyer's got fired.
Oh
Yeah.
God.
Yeah.
Well, we knew that was coming.
Ah.
Wonder what team he's going to coach for.
I'll bring that up.
But I know
in my
I know a lot
comment section today, I seen somebody put that we should get Urban Myers as offensive coordinator and Randy Shannon as defensive coordinator. Listen,
what you gonna pay Urban $11 million?
I can't make this
You gotta give him more than Cristobal.
I'm like, what the
Mike
hell?
may get 6 wins if that happens.
I was like, why the hell would y'all want booty fingers down here?
Well, look, I'll be honest with you. If it was just to have him as an offensive coordinator, keep your mouth shut, don't say nothing, stay invisible, and just run the offense, I'll take him all day long if we can get him for the
That's
price.
where everybody in South Florida can be in all the strip clubs. Be a king of diamonds.
The man would be an honorable member at Tootsie's.
Man, he was with Uncle Lou last night.
Oh, hold up, but y'all wanted Lane Kiffin, and you thought that would be any different, right?
Exactly, you're right, Bernie.
Oh man. Oh shit. Look at Deion Sanders around here walking on one leg out recruiting Florida State. Yeah.
You gonna kill Florida State. That's
They
the worst
call-
thing happened to Florida State.
Nah,
They
he's doing
call
his
that-
FSU impression.
I was saying they call that pimp legging it.
They
He out
limping.
recruiting Florida State with one leg. That's tough.
FSU limping through the offseason.
Yeah, FSU took a beat in this one. That was
Happy birthday, Katie. Happy birthday to you.
And I thought the first L to JSU was bad.
jeez.
Women basketball coach is her birthday today, so happy birthday to her. Happy birthday, Katie.
Yep.
But man, JSU. Oh, there it is. Bo Nix transfers to Oregon. Yeesh. Sweet home Oregon? Damn.
They might really ain't got no quarterback. They want Bo Nix.
Yeah, after what Anthony Brown did in that last game, they're like, we need somebody. Come on.
And speaking of
yeah.
Bo Nix, Florida State fans are salty because they wanted Bo Nix.
I don't know why they want him.
They all wanted Bo Nix, and now that he's gone to Oregon, they all, he sucks anyways, blah, blah, blah. I'm like, oh, my God, here we go. Travis Hunter sucked because he signed with JSU.
Well, what fan base doesn't do that?
I think I'll take Travis jail. Yeah.
Man, that's tough. They might as well go after Anthony. What's his name? Not Anthony. Emory Jones.
I wish they would go ahead and do that.
He probably fit.
Oh, you know who else went to where Deion, what is it, Jackson State?
Pope.
Yep.
Man, go be great.
I looked at the Miami transfer thing and I saw Pope to JSU and I was like, nuh-uh. I was like, damn. And then I forgot what they said Wiggins went, but he went somewhere too. So
Wiggins,
Yeah, where did Wiggins go? I'm in a second. I'm gonna pull up the transfer portal.
yeah, I don't have it up right now. I looked at it. I think I looked at it yesterday when I got home from work. But I saw that and like they're all gone. Bradley Jennings is gone. Gervin Hall is gone. Pope's gone. Wiggins gone. A lot of them out.
Now you see why the rest of the world hate us. Even Santa Claus throwing up to you, man. Even Santa Claus throwing up.
Oh, that's funny.
Man, that's why they can't stand us. Shout out to you, Santa Claus. I don't particularly believe in you, but I do now.
Hey,
Damn.
man, I'm Jewish and I like
Santa's
Santa
all
Claus.
real,
Stop
man. What you
that.
talking about?
I believe in you now, Santa Claus.
Man. You gonna tell me next Kermit the Frog ain't real either, right? Come on, man.
Oh man, don't even get me started on these.
You want your mail? You certainly am real.
At least say Miami Hurricanes fans worry about our FSU more than we do. Y'all ain't got
Gamer King, Florida State sucks.
first y'all try to upgrade your stadium and the city told y'all no. That's tough.
Well, in all fairness, at least they got a stadium, so you know.
Oh, speaking of stadium, we working on one.
Yeah.
Now, from what I'm hearing, it's going to be downtown Miami. It's going to be, I think we have Bayfront.
Bayfront Amp, yeah, that's I don't know.
From what I'm hearing, it should be a three and a half year process. So don't think it's going to happen tomorrow or anything like that. So
No, it's not.
Stay comfortable at the Rock, okay?
I don't really know where they're going to put it down there. Where they got the basketball arena, it's like right in the middle of where they were going to put it, which was like right by Bicentennial Park. So they got the little park that's right on the north side of where the basketball arena is, but that's not enough space to hold a football stadium. I mean, I was looking at that myself on Google Maps, and I was like, ooh, it's going to be tight if they try to put it there.
I seen a map, and they circled the
Well,
area.
the stadium's only going to be $50K.
Yes.
But you still need space for the stadium, for parking and other things. It's not just the stadium. I mean, there's other stuff that's involved too.
Yeah, I think it'll.
Oh, it's Miami. Just walk. Who needs parking?
They'll figure it out. Hopefully, it happens though. From what I'm hearing, also it should look something like the Cowboy Stadium, something similar to that. So
You know how big that place is?
I will say this: 50.
Not on that size. Not on that.
50K stadium capacity is unacceptable for Miami.
Not on the same size magnitude, but
I would go 70K minimum.
Why?
Why?
Because it's Miami.
So when
You're never going to get that many people in there for a full season. You'll only get that many people in for maybe 1 or 2 games a year.
Well, maybe if you play a team like Central Connecticut, yeah.
Nobody schedules top 10 teams every game of the year. It just doesn't happen. Everybody has 2 or 3 big games, whether they're home or away, and the rest of the games are what they are. And, when you're playing conference games, you're not going to sell out the North Carolinas and the Dukes. And, those aren't going to sell out every year. You'll get a crowd, but it's not going to sell out. Your sellouts only come with the big marquee games.
Football team is not going to sell out a 70,000 K stadium.
Consistently, no. Absolutely not.
We're not going to be able to do that, especially when you play no-name teams. 3 of the non-conference, half the time they're no names. This year we played Southern Miss, Middle Tennessee, and what's the other one?
Central Connecticut.
No. I'm talking about this season coming up.
Y'all got like 4.
It's Middle Tennessee. It's Central, not Central. Southern Miss, Middle Tennessee. What's the other one?
Bring the schedule up.
Yeah.
Oh, Bethune-Cookman. There it is. Bethune-Cookman.
Yeah.
And then we go to Texas A&M.
I think Bethune-Cookman got more people in their band than we're going to have people in the stands.
Don't say that, Bernie.
50,000.
They're a bad school.
50,000 seat stadium would be pretty well. And I'm thinking that it'll be something where
Bethune-Cookman, okay.
You could probably accommodate more if they build it in a certain way, but who knows?
Bam, you said they're going to show who the real orange and green is.
Yeah, for real. You got to understand something about Miami. I mean, when you're dealing with a school that has, a 20K student body, that's nothing compared to other schools that are out there. And that's not even counting undergrads and stuff like that as well. And you also got to figure that when everybody says, oh, well, Miami's got, just because we have a 20,000 K student body doesn't mean all 20,000 students are going to go to games. A lot of them don't even like football. So you got to narrow that number down somewhat. Well, I mean, you got to narrow that number down to figure who's actually going to go to the game.
Yeah. Y'all see how small Berrios is? Man, I never realized how small he was.
Who's that?
Braxton Berrios.
It's like 5'7", 5'8".
Dang, dude, look like a little toddler out there.
Yeah, he's a small dude.
Man,
he freaking trucked somebody today, though, man. I know there was, I think it was on his touchdown. Oh no, he faked the dude out on his touchdown.
Berrios tough though.
Yeah, he is. Strong little dude.
Yeah. Who he play for? I didn't even know he was in the league.
Jets. He's been on the Jets, yeah.
Jeremiah Lewis from the University of Duke. I guess he's in the transfer portal. 2 years of eligibility in the transfer portal. I don't know who needs a Jeremiah Lewis from Duke, but there you go. He's in the transfer portal.
You're right.
Yeah.
Shit, his ass finna go to Jackson State. His ass finna go to Jackson State.
Yeah, Jackson State. Everybody going there.
Everybody going to Jackson State.
Transfer Jackson State.
Jackson State is a
I think we lost.
Yeah, it sounded like somebody got dropped.
Yeah.
Uh-oh.
I think you're on that McDonald's Wi-Fi.
I was going to say, got that poor little Timmy cell service.
Wait, am I back?
There you go.
There you go.
Okay, yeah. I was going to say, Jackson State's a place to be if you're a DB.
Well, there's, Dion's starting to pull some people. Like I said, it takes one person and then the dominoes start falling. I'm not saying Jackson State's going to get everybody, but the fact that they pulled in Travis, they're going to get some people now. And I'm not, it's just going to shift things just a little bit.
Falling, and it's going to get more and more people in.
Yeah, he's going to
DB who doesn't want to go get coached by Diaz.
Dude, he's going to be so good at that school with the level of competition that they play. Oh my God!
He'll still be like he in high school.
It's gonna like. Do you remember? Didn't y'all remember when Randy Moss played for Marshall?
Marshall, yeah.
Oh, oh
Yeah.
he was freaking devastating, man. I was so sick watching him out there.
Such a mismatch.
That's how it is.
I guess Cincinnati made their longest field goal in history today.
Who kicked it?
I don't know how far that was. Trying not to play.
Joe Burrow had kicked that damn field goal.
The NFL will copyright everything.
That dude just kicked one. Was it last year? Kicked one 66 yards. I thought it was.
Alex, what's going on with you, boss? What's good? What's good, my guy?
I gotta look this up.
Oh man.
Yeah, the HBCUs of the SWAC, their strength of schedules are usually in the triple digits for FCS schools. So, yeah, Travis Hunter is going to have a field day playing at Jackson State.
Shout out to Northwestern, too, man. Them boys ain't playing down there. Shout out to them.
They won a state championship, didn't they?
Yeah.
Yeah. They beat that Tampa team.
Yeah, man. Duke Johnson.
Central won.
Yeah, they said number one in longest field goals, Justin Tucker from Baltimore, 66-yarder.
Yeah.
All right, so for all the Hurricane fans that be following recruiting and all that, Auburn lands number one JUCO prospect, Jeffrey Emba. So we could stop talking about him.
Auburn.
Yeah, he's going to Auburn. He was on our radar for a while.
Oh.
He's choosing to go to Auburn. So he's committed to Auburn.
But that DN from Auburn, that boy serious.
Well, I guess we could take Emba off of our want list right now.
Yeah.
Hey, go be good, my guy. Don't be too good.
Who was the kid from Texas that we were going after? The offensive lineman, what was his name? Cam Williams or something like that?
Oh, no, we ain't getting none of them.
No, I know, because Texas is paying him $50,000 per lineman, bro. Did you see their offensive line? They cleaned up.
It was crazy. They weren't even considering Texas before that.
Hell no. They said here's $50,000. Yes, sir.
$50,000 is just a fraction. It's just 1/3 of what they're getting paid.
Understand, but it's still a nice number to get up front.
They're not getting 50. They're getting 150.
I understand. No, I'm not doubting in the least bit. But when it's right out in the forefront, it says you get $50,000. You come to Texas as an offensive lineman. The first thing that kid sees is those 5 numbers and goes, "Yup."
And then after he signs that for 50, then
they give him another 100
on top of it.
You ain't lying. That Texas.
I was like, oh my God, Texas.
Texas money serious.
Yeah, that Texas oil money is fat, dude.
I'm like,
hey,
Texas is gonna be O-line you.
Hey, Texas gonna do all that shit. They're gonna do all that shit and still get their ass pulled by Oklahoma.
Probably.
Oh, yeah.
Man.
But the point is
Texas
that
joins the SEC.
Man.
The point is, though, is that we knew that the big money schools were going to start figuring out ways to do stuff like this.
Speaking of Oklahoma, you guys know
we all knew it was coming.
Yep.
Oklahoma lost Lincoln Riley, then they picked up Brent Venables as their head coach, and then now from what I'm hearing, Lincoln Riley, one of the main reasons he chose to go over to USC was, their whole the administration and everybody's on board, but also he wanted to get away from this SEC thing that's coming up pretty soon.
And also because it's Southern California.
Yeah, you don't want to be in that recruiting battle with all those.
He ran.
I don't blame him.
Let's see. He left Norman, Oklahoma to go to Southern California and get paid $100 million.
Yes.
Get back on the beach.
And you have more problem than USC.
Get me a pair of track shoes, I'd be running too.
Yeah, I don't blame him, man.
Oh, yeah.
Peanut Roll said, please like and subscribe. Y'all listen to Peanut Roll Tide. He's a good guy. He's a very good guy. Y'all listen to him, man. Like, share, subscribe. Hit the like button if you haven't already.
Yeah, role model for Alabama fans.
There you go.
At least Peanut ain't in here crying about us taking Jaleel Skinner back from them.
Oof.
There was a lot of salty. Listen, I went on Twitter and they had a Twitter space on there that says Miami sucks.
Well, y'all know Bama fans, man.
And I clicked and they're in there talking about how we took one guy and we irrelevant and all this. I'm like, bro. So I clicked in and I joined in and I'm like, I asked them to speak and they let me speak and I was like, y'all in here are a bunch of crybabies. Y'all are a bunch of bitches. Y'all crying about one guy when y'all been coming here and getting everything that y'all wanted.
Yeah.
Y'all been having y'all way in South Florida. And as soon as Mario Cristobal steps in and took one kid from y'all crying like a bunch of babies. And then they had the whole Billy Napier versus Mario Cristobal. And you had Florida State. Some Florida State girl was talking about some Miami. Are you still renting your stadium? So I was like, are you guys still renting your stadium? Because don't JSU own that shit?
Oof.
They playing how y'all feel?
Oh.
Man, Twitter spaces be crazy. The Oregon fans are pissed off. They don't like Dan Lennon from Georgia. They don't like him. They don't want him. Their fan base is going nuts.
Well, we don't want Oregon. So
why would you hire a defensive guy that has no ties to the West Coast? Oh man, they going in.
Well, considering that they got run over by Utah for what was the total score for both those games, 75-3, they might want to think twice about making fun of somebody for defense.
And speaking of Oregon and hiring guys, they also hired the offensive coordinator from Florida State. What's his name?
Kenny Dillingham.
Oh no!
So they hired Dillingham.
Yeah.
So
I don't know why.
I think Florida State promoted one of their guys. The
O-line coach.
The O-line coach is now the offense coordinator. His name Alex something. I forgot.
Atkins, he was a running game coordinator.
Yeah, so they promoted from within. Clemson also promoted from within, both offensive and defensive coordinator. They lost Venables to Oklahoma, and they lost Tony Elliott to Virginia. So they promoted from within. We'll see how that goes.
Yeah, I was surprised that Venables took the job. I thought he was going to stay under Dabo. I mean, he was getting paid a lot of money to be a defensive coordinator and didn't have none of the headache that went with being a head coach. And I don't know. I was kind of surprised. I mean, good for him that he did it, but I was surprised that he took the job. I thought he was going to stay.
Yeah, I did too.
Man, college football, it's been a hell of a time, man. February 2nd. Shamar Stewart, 5-star guy, defensive lineman.
I think we got a good
Jackson
shot.
State.
Yeah.
I think it's us, Texas.
He's going straight to Jackson State.
It's us, Texas A&M, and I forgot the other team that's in.
I think it's Georgia.
In Georgia, yeah.
Well, I mean, he obviously is going to.
I don't think you're going to Georgia between y'all and A&M to me.
Yeah, I think it's between us and A&M. Speaking of A&M, they fixing to have the number one class, they best class ever.
Yeah, they got that.
Yeah.
That's it.
In Georgia, they don't got the numbers.
Henry Lee.
Henry Lee, I got you. I'm going to put the number in there for you. Oh, man.
Hey, Henry Lee.
Listen, y'all
2017.
Henry Lee about to go nuts.
You know he is.
All that shit by Florida State.
Man, we whoop Miami motherfucking ass, motherfuckers.
Oh damn!
and I'm just the JSU fan in the chat. I'm like, bro, we beat you.
Henry Lee, the numbers in the chat. Henry Lee.
Oh god. I'm glad I'm not going to be on.
This is going to be hilarious.
he's about to go off.
He gonna call you green guy.
Green man. Green giant.
Yeah, there you go. Will it be Texas A&M, Georgia, or Miami? They made it defensive end.
Well, I think with us, it's going to be a matter of what Mario does between now and then, as far as who else he picks up, as far as recruits and portal people, and who he names as offensive and defensive coordinator. Because obviously, we need coordinators.
Yeah. Also, what's the I just had it on the tip of my mind. Oh, Cyrus Moss. I'm hearing it's either gonna be Miami or USC.
Yeah.
It's coming down to those two teams. So hopefully Mario could pull them in. I think Kevin Coleman is a lock, but hey, take it with a grain of salt. This is recruiting. This is kids making decisions, so you never know what could happen.
Did
We
you?
offer them.
I think Miami's in a firm place with them.
Yeah, I feel you.
At one point, FSU was leading in there, but I think he pretty much over them. They just lost Dillingham or whatever. They just lost all they peoples. I think they promoted Randy Shannon also. I think he's a co-defensive coordinator now.
Where at?
Florida State.
Really?
Yeah.
Wow.
He gave him a raise, gave him an upgrade.
Yeah, I'm still shocked that Franklin hired Manny to run defense at Penn State. I mean, have you not been watching him the past 6 years? What the hell?
He probably used a search firm that Manny Daddy probably paid.
I'm just shocked that he got a job that quick. I mean, I guess I just don't know nothing about football because I got that one dead wrong. I thought he'd be out of work for a while. My bad.
Peanut Roll Tide say, "Can Alabama get a call?" I'll put the link in the chat. Just click on it and come on. You can come on. With us if you want to. Come.
We're waiting for Henry Lee to call in.
I put the number in the chat, Henry Lee. I thought she was about to call.
Hey, let me ask you this about with Manny going to Penn State. Has anybody ever in college football set records in 3 different conferences for yards allowed per game? Because he did it at Texas, whatever conference they were in at the time. I don't know if they were still the Big 12, if they were something else. No, but again, I don't even know if they were the Big 12 at the time. But he did it in that conference. He did it in the ACC, and now he can do it in the Big 10. I mean, who else has done that before?
Well, the yards per game is that's going to go up every single year. It's the Big 12, so.
No, but I'm saying Manny set the record at Texas for yards per game allowed. He set it at Miami for yards per game allowed, and now he can set it.
Maybe you got to kill
Big
the
Right.
Maybe you got to come back and kill the
okay.
Yeah, the reverb.
Anthony, what's going on with you?
Hey, fellas, how are you?
Mr. Manzano, how you doing, sir?
Good.
Hey, do you guys think some of these power group of 5 head coaches would be willing to come up to a Power 5 institution to be a coordinator? Like, because I don't think these Power 5 would hire them as a head coach because they don't feel that they're ready. How about hiring some? I know Fickle had the experience because he's coached before in the Power 5, but a guy like Chadwell, I don't think a team is willing.
Okay, what's going on here, Lee?
Oh, Anthony was asking a question.
Roll, Kyle, roll.
Oh, God.
Yeah, what's up?
Hey, check this out. First of all, I just want to say I appreciate everybody in the chat. You know what I'm saying? I appreciate everybody rocking out. Whether you're in the
Roll, Kyle.
in the comment section, whether you're in the damn on the air or whatever. I appreciate everybody in the chat. I fought with green hair guy T2Y. You know what I'm saying? I fought with green hair guy. I've been trying to see it bite, you know what I'm saying, on the low, drinking cold Heineken, you know what I'm saying, do my thing and chill and enjoy the show. I be trying to do that shit, but you green hair guy T2Y was talking that crazy ass shit. I just can't sit bite the business.
Damn.
I got to all that
Let me ask you a quick question, Henry Lee. You think Travis Hunter gonna do good at JSU?
See, that was one thing right there why I had to get the motherfucking numbers so I can call in. That was right there.
2017.
Listen, man, you know what I'm saying? It is JSU, whatever you read there, but anybody with some motherfucking common sense know that man got a big head. You know what I'm saying? So that's just on the right, 1.5 or 2 or whatever it was. Bigger pictures all down the road somewhere looking at this shit. You know what I'm saying? You can stay on that shit right up by the corner. Look at all JSU, JSU over Florida State and all that, but I went back talking about a year or two, man, transfer. He's going to, you know what I'm saying, end up somewhere. It might not be with Florida State, but, you know, I think he just, you know, he made history, dog. We all live for that. We all live to see history, you know what I'm saying? So, the man made history, and even if he do transfer out a year or two, he still made history. He still, you know, saw the trend or whatever, you know, and that's beautiful.
You don't think he chose? So you don't think he chose JSU over Florida State because JSU is a better school than Florida State?
No.
I ain't even gonna answer that because I ain't even gonna fall into some bullshit ass mind game that you be playing. You know, that's why I be having to comment on the air now. I know we probably got other coming recruits, other like 8th grade, 9th graders in school, and then watching your show maybe, and you know you're talking that crazy ass shit, trying to sway all the damn recruits. Just like motherfucking on what the name is, what is their name on street football field or whatever. But y'all be out here recruiting hard, boy. Y'all be out this bitch recruiting hard.
So you think all the young kids and all the young recruits are watching right now?
Shit, you were on them. I ain't say all of them, but I'm just saying you might have 1 or 2.
Hold on, then, Henry Lee. Hey, if y'all young recruits are watching, Florida State is absolutely ass. Don't go there.
Go to Jackson State.
That's why I fuck with you, dog. I know you just fucked up like that in the head. That's why I fuck with you.
Go to Bishop Sycamore.
Illinois high school football.
Yeah, I'll be right back.
I mean, you know, they see that or whatever. Yeah, you know what I'm saying? Well, I ain't gonna hold you so long. I'm gonna get out the motherfucking phone in a few minutes, 2 seconds. Another thing I want to touch on, you talking about some motherfucking Florida State fans thought because we wanted Bo Nix. Man, we ain't want no motherfucking Bo Nix. I don't know what the fuck you got that information, bro.
That's from your fan base. Y'all been on.
I seen that motherfucker. Soon as I seen that motherfucker in the corner, I said, wow, Mike Norvell ain't thinking about no bullshit like that. So that's a motherfucking lie. Now, I don't know where you get your information from.
Man, y'all fans had like 1,000 people on Twitter in a Twitter space talking about going to get Bo Nix.
Don't know shit about no motherfucking football. The one that was on Twitter talking about that shit, though. Oh, these things ain't got nothing against it. We have got this game and shit, but he ain't no motherfucking quarterback if you try to get some motherfucking work. So, nah. So that's all I want to keep on my sip on my Heineckens and shit and enjoy the show.
Nah, let me ask you. Let me ask.
Some more crazy shit that I got to speak on. I might call back.
Now let me ask you this before you go. Did you burn all your Deion Sanders stuff?
Man, they ain't burn shit, man. Deion did what he did. See, that's all right. What I was talking about earlier, dog. When I said within a year or two, dog, you don't know how shit go unfold. Within a year or two, you don't know. Hell, who can say Deion Sanders don't end up at Florida State and ain't trying to win it?
Let me ask you one more question.
You know what I'm saying?
Let me ask. Now let me ask you one more question while I got you. You think if Mike Norvell lose this year, y'all gonna give him another extension?
Again with the tone, but I try to answer it as honest as I can. Will they give him another extension if we have a losing season? I doubt that, but I go ahead and say this. I go ahead and put this out there. We ain't gonna have no losing season next year, dog. Everyone's gonna whoop y'all. We ain't gonna have no losing season. Everyone's gonna whoop y'all next year.
All right. Well,
anything else, boy, I go ahead and go. And number one on AR10. Where AR10 at?
He's in the chat.
He's in the chat.
Oh, he in the chat. Okay.
All right, I'm gonna get back to this. I'm gonna get back to it, man. I'm gonna let you go.
I get you back if you found like talking crazy and shit.
All right, man.
Later on, Henry.
Man, hey, shout out to Henry Lee, man.
He was at least respectful and calm this time, so I'll give him that.
Man, I'm telling y'all, man, Henry Lee's a nice dude, man.
I really couldn't understand him because his reception was really bad, but whatever.
Yeah. All right, so Bo Nix is going to Oregon, not Florida State.
Man, gonna call back on you.
He might do good out there. I mean, Chip Kelly, he can. Not Chip Kelly.
So
what's his name?
Dan
Lanning. My bad.
Lanning, yeah.
He might do good out there. We don't know.
So y'all don't think it's fitting that Dillingham went to Oregon, and then all of a sudden he took Bo Nix with him?
Well, yeah.
That was Florida State. Surprised. That's what a lot of Florida State fans on Twitter, they was angry because they wanted Bo Nix. Now Henry Lee say he don't want nothing to do with Bo Nix, but the Florida State fan base, boy, they wanted that kid. They wanted him. Oh man.
Well, if Henry Lee said he ain't good enough for Florida State, then he's not good enough.
Okay, Frank said blessed to receive an offer from the University of Miami. He did say he want to come home now, so we'll see how that unfolds. Who was
the guy we just picked up today or yesterday? What was it? Jacob Lichtenstein, whatever his name was.
Yeah, Lichtenstein.
And he's like, what?
Hold on, man, we got Slim Shady Kane in the building. What's going on, Slim?
Working hard, boss.
There he is.
Yep.
You're super low, Slim. We can't hear you.
My bad. Is that better?
Yep.
I'm working, boss. Working hard.
Oh man, how you feeling so far though with the recruiting class and how things are shifting? You think Mario Cristobal was a good hire now?
I've told you that I wasn't worried about his recruiting at all. That's where he excels. That wasn't my concern with him coming in. My concern with him coming in is I'm not a fan of his coordinator picks in the past.
Yep. Moorhead, I'm not a fan of Moorhead, but hopefully we do better this time. That's why he's taking so long. So
I hope.
Yeah, me too. Believe me, after all the stuff went down with Joe Brady, and that's why when everybody, when somebody who's hosting the show said Joe Brady's coming, and I said, well, it ain't official yet, and he was like, no, I know my guy said so, and I said, no, it ain't official, and now Joe Brady ain't coming, so we gotta take it easy and just let Mario do his thing. I'm not picking on you, T2Y. I'm just saying.
He still can come.
I'm not saying he can't come, but I told you then it wasn't official.
When my guys say something, I go down with the ship. I'm like the captain's right hand man. Go down with, hey, my captain going down with the ship. I'm gonna go down with it too.
All right, I respect that, man. I'm sorry.
Yep.
So we got a guy here. Hold on, Anthony. We got a guy here. Brian McClendon. I'm sorry. I don't know why I put a 10 at the end of it. McClendon. That's going to be the wide receiver / passing coach. Now, this guy is official. He's already on the University of Miami's website list.
Correct. Correct.
So this one is official.
Yes.
We know this one for certain.
Well, he's going to – sorry, go ahead.
No, go ahead.
No, I was going to say he's going to be interim coach for Oregon for the bowl game, and then he's going to be officially here.
Yep. So there you guys have it, man. Your wide receiver / passing coach coming out of Oregon to the University of Miami.
So does that mean we keep Hickson as running back coach?
I'm not sure yet. But I think from what I'm hearing, Mario is going to evaluate during our bowl game. He's going to do his evaluation. So we shall see how that goes.
Because it looks like right now he's keeping supposedly T-Rob, possibly DVD, and DVD and Stephen Field, right?
Man, so we got a troll in here begging for some attention. So since he wants some attention, we shall give it to him. Miami don't even have their own stadium. #clowns. So let me go ahead and give him his little treatment.
Do me a favor, please. Get out of here. Get out of here, man. I'm saying.
Why do people always use the Miami don't have their own stadium thing like that's some kind of rag? I don't get what we're in a professional football stadium that's state of the art, just got renovated. It's a beautiful place.
Right.
Why is it? I don't get it.
We got Micah Ellis on the phone. He's a Florida State fan. What's going on with you, Mike?
Not much, y'all. TTY, just enjoying the show, buddy. What fans are doing? We're watching you, son.
I appreciate that, man. Love it.
Yeah, congratulations on Cristobal, and I think he'll bring some good coordinators in. We're going to have a lot of trouble getting back with Napier in Florida and Cristobal in Miami. We're going to have a tough journey ahead of us.
Okay, I agree with you. See, now you more level-headed than the other guys. They think Norvell is the man.
They should have went ahead and pulled the strings on Dion. I mean, he played at a high level in college and in NFL.
He should have won a lot of things.
It could happen, in a ball game. So bring him in as a head coach, which would be a recruiter, and put him a good offensive coordinator and defensive coordinator in there.
I still think Dion needs a little more seasoning as a head coach. I'm not saying he can't do it, but you should give him at least another year or two and just see how he goes with Jackson State and go from there.
Yeah,
hell, with all the talent he's bringing in, he probably doesn't need to coach much.
Yeah, the head coach just needs to keep organization and, keep some good recruits coming in. He could probably recruit everybody in the state of Florida. So you can build your program back up with him. But I agree with you guys. He does need a few more years, but look what we got now.
I agree that I think he will be the next Florida State head coach after Norvell leaves, whether that's this year, next year, or the year after. But I do believe that that's where it's headed.
Mike, what's your thoughts on them giving Mike Norvell an extension after 2 losing seasons?
That's got to be a first in college football history.
No.
I mean, Mike Norvell is a great car salesman. He can sell you a broke down car in a heartbeat. But that sounds like somebody. That sounds like somebody I know. I think his name starts with an M, and I think his first name starts with an M, and his last name starts with a D. I can't figure out his name though.
Manny Diaz.
Oh yes.
You already forgot that name.
Wait, Danny Miaz.
You won't ever have to remember that name again, son.
I know. For the next 10 years, I won't.
He's on Penn State. Name's going to be mentioned on TV every week.
Yeah,
I mean, I go back to my first game as an adult was the '87 Miami Florida State game, and I went through all the glory years, and we probably would have had 8 national championships, but Miami beat us every darn time. It wouldn't matter if they would beat us and become the champion, or they'd beat us and knock us out. So I lived a lot of bad games.
Did you guys build a section for Bobby Bowden from the stadium?
That's why I always had respect for Bobby Bowden, because he didn't run from us. Now the Florida Gators, a bunch of cowards. They tucked their tails and ran.
Here's the only problem I see with trying to bring Deion into Florida State. Even if he manages to be, a decent coach at JSU, and I'll be the first to admit, Deion, I think, is one of the greatest corners I've ever seen play the game.
Yep.
There's a lot of things Deion knows, but one of the things Deion Sanders doesn't know is how to beat Miami because he ain't never done it.
Ooh.
Wow.
Ooh. That's cold.
Yeah, that was pretty bad.
Mike.
Yeah, that stabbed me in the heart right there. I relive all them games.
Man.
Mike, as a Florida State fan, what is your opinion on the institution as an athletic director?
What? Say that again, Anthony?
They hired a donor as their athletic director. What is your opinion, Mike?
Oh, Anthony wants to know what's your opinion on them hiring your new athletic director.
Well, Alfred's been a lot of places. If you look back on his resume, he's been with Dallas and he's been with Alabama. He's been around the circuit with several schools. He's got a good reputation, but I think they just hired him because they're number one booster.
Yeah.
I think they could have went out and got somebody with more experience. But I still believe FSU could be back as a top 10 destination place if they can get the right pieces, back over there.
So hold on, I didn't know this. FSU hired their athletic director who has no experience as athletic director and is just a big booster.
No, he has some experience, but.
Oh, okay. I was going to say, if that was the case, I'd say, yeah, Deion's going to be here next week.
Yeah.
That's what I thought it was.
They got a lot of building to do. I'll tell you what. It's going to take several years to get this program back on track if they can do it. They better get the right pieces in there when they come available.
All right, Mike, I'm going to let you go, man.
Yeah, I got to sip on some more gin. And it's warm down there, TTY. It's cold as hell up there north of Panama City.
Oh, man.
About 50 degrees out here.
Man, listen, today you could have went outside with a golf shirt, some basketball shorts, and some sandals, and you'd have been just fine down here.
That was Alabama yesterday.
Yeah, man.
It was hot as hell yesterday. I mean, it was hot yesterday and humid, just like it was
Oh, yeah. It was awful.
But today is a total different story.
Yeah, man. Appreciate you calling.
Have a great time. Yeah, we'll see y'all again next Sunday.
Appreciate you calling, man. Save that number. Hit me up sometime.
Yeah, I got you, TTY. Appreciate you, bro.
All
right.
Peace.
Guys, can you hear me? Can you hear me now?
Yep,
you're good.
Well, what I was going to ask before these two callers called in, I'm wondering, do you think Luke Fickell is a done deal at Cincinnati? I think he stays there because they're moving to the Big 12. But do you think some of these other head coaches who are willing to become a Power 5 coordinator before they become a head coach, like a Jamie Chadwell, or...
It depends on how much money they're offered and the opportunity that's put in front of them. If someone's willing to give you something, you're going to take it, whatever it is. If someone says, hey, I want you to be a head coach, you're going to be a head coach.
Yeah, most of them just hire them just to be head coaches.
Yeah,
would you be, sir? What would your reaction be if Miami hires Chadwell as our OC?
I mean, I'd be happy with whoever they pick up. I mean, I understand what you're saying, but it's it's whatever whatever somebody feels your value is.
What was that name?
Jamie Chadwell.
Okay.
I'd be happy with whoever we pick up that has experience in doing what they do and does it well. I mean, I'm not picky anymore because I've seen this story play out too many times over the years. I want quality guys that know what they're doing. Bring them in. Let's get a team going.
That boy CJ Clown.
I can't even see what he says.
He said, who the else cooking or bagging groceries or making a drink? Laugh out loud. Oh, man.
I know that might have been me. I was pouring something in the kitchen a couple minutes ago. So
AD don't mean anything. They don't win games. That's true. That's true. But hey, they set the foundation. Remember that. When y'all need this and y'all need that, that's what you got to go see.
Yeah, just look what Miami's new ID did for Clemson when he was there.
Yep. Turned them into a powerhouse.
Yep, he definitely got the money in order to do a lot of what they did. That's for sure.
And it wasn't just in football; it was other sports too.
No, he helped build up, and that's what we need. We need somebody that can come in that can build up a lot of things. Because I know here we constantly talk about football, and that's fine. But we got other sports. Baseball's been hurting. Basketball obviously has been hurting. We need help everywhere.
All right, so BB, you didn't tell us this. I guess Napier has hired Doug Dominic as the Gators director of recruiting. You there, BB? I guess not. BB. So I guess the Gators hired Doug Dominic. I don't know who that is. I was hoping he would have some insight on who that is.
I don't particularly know who it is, but I would trust whoever Bill Napier hires as far as recruiting, because it wasn't but a few years ago they rank 247 ranks coaches, by the recruiting ability, and Billy Napier is ranked the number 4 recruiter in the country.
Right.
So I mean, the man knows what he's doing as far as recruiting.
Yep.
And that was at Lafayette.
It was when he learned it, I think, because he was on Saban's staff at Alabama in 2015. That's when they were just completely loaded. That's when they had Mel Tucker, Mario, Kirby, Lane.
Some people just take stupid to a whole nother level.
Hurricanes
are not even from Miami.
I was going to put him in timeout for that one.
Shut your stupid ass. Shut your stupid ass. Say that
Say it. Okay, all right. Well, Troy, where are Hurricanes from? I got to know the answer to this. I have to know.
Which SC is this dude trying to represent?
I don't know who he represents. I think he's a USC fan. I guess he got Troy Polamalu on there. So
Technically,
I'm thinking South Carolina.
Hurricanes actually start in the ocean. You know what I mean, and come ashore. So.
See, I could give an hour-long lecture about how hurricanes form, but I don't know. Nobody wants to hear that.
So exactly. So
but the way he's saying it, he's like it comes from a specific state. So I'd like to hear what state he thinks they come or are from a city. So what city do hurricanes come from?
They don't even come from the United States. They come from Africa.
All he's trying to say, all he's trying to say is the university's in Coral Gables, not Miami.
No, all he's trying to say is that he's an idiot. He's an idiot. That's what that is.
Got it.
Oh, man. Blessings, everybody, though, man. Go Canes.
I didn't know we were playing politically correct football now.
All I can say is Trojans ain't from California. How about that?
Ooh,
that's right.
How about that?
Gotcha.
Catch me outside. How about that?
Catch me outside. That girl making a lot of money now. Dr. Phil regretting that.
Isn't she making OnlyFans or something?
I don't know what she's doing. I'm just saying. I just know that she makes a lot of money.
Like OnlyFans in a rap career.
Is she like damn near 12-year-old?
No, she's like 19 now or something like that.
Wow. That's tough.
It don't matter, bro. She belonged to the streets.
Yeah. Yeah. I think she just turned 18. That's when she got her OnlyFans.
I don't know. I know she got a lot of money.
That just proves that there's a whole lot of stupider out there.
Yep.
There you go, guys. 4-star. First, enjoyed my time at last week, so I guess he made a visit. I'm guessing he's probably a 23 guy. Yeah, man. But anyways, guys, I think I'm gonna wrap the show up right now.
Yeah, I gotta go too. I gotta go to work in the morning.
Yeah,
Get me a drink and watch some football.
T2R, are you going to stream the UCF Florida bowl game on Thursday?
That's at 7:00, right?
Yeah. Yes, sir.
Absolutely.
Awesome. I'm probably going to pop in on that one.
Most definitely. You could join the panel.
Yeah.
I hope for a fact that BB's here because he's the Gator guy.
Yeah.
All right, I'm out. Somebody.
Yeah. I bet Sarge is going to be there.
Last thing, we're gonna have our own stadium again, jack-offs. So don't just keep on with your little, you know what I mean? Keep on doing your little patty cake dance while we don't have one.
I'm with you. I'm with you 100%, boss. We gonna get that fucking stadium.
I'm telling you.
Anybody saying otherwise, kiss my ass. We getting that stadium.
And you see the Ruiz dude, he trolling everybody in Coral Gables right now. If you're paying attention, the man is waking up, making posts saying that he's finna get in the helicopter and ride around and look for locations.
I seen them in the helicopter and shit. I'm with them. This man got the money. Money talks.
Facts.
He's a billionaire. He's building this shit. He ain't asking the city for no help, no pitch in or nothing. If he wants to build it, I'm with him 100%.
Yeah, but he needs permission from the city to get the land. I mean, they still have the land.
But the thing about that is
it's a whole bunch of like city logistics shit.
There's things to it that are like beyond comprehension.
The thing about who he is already, who he's been in the community, is gonna make a difference. That's the reason why.
Plus the people that's behind him.
He's already done so much in the community and kind of embedded himself in his family and everybody that matters. That when that decision does come around, he's gonna have everybody on his side that matters. You know what I mean? So I think he playing it the way he should. I'm just waiting for Norman Brayman to come out.
I got a much better
again.
I got a much better idea because I could give two shits less if they play at Hard Rock forever or not. As far as I'm concerned, stay there. Start handing out $1 million NIL deals every year.
No,
beat Texas at their own game. Beat JSU at their own game.
He's got a point.
No, well, I ain't gonna say he don't. I'm just saying the Orange Bowl. If we still had you saying that you would rather play in Hard Rock and not in the Orange Bowl?
There is no Orange Bowl.
My point exactly.
I'm
rather
absolutely
not
saying
play
that because
in that loser stadium where the Dolphins have never won anything.
What does that have to do with anything? It's a state-of-the-art stadium. It's a fully renovated, brand new stadium.
Bingo! This guy's ready to build us our own state-of-the-art stadium.
I like the Rock and All, but we don't make no money playing there.
Thank you. Talk to him again. Say it one more time.
We do not make no money playing there.
I understand that, but that's the only place we have to play right now.
Why would you want to play there and we not been?
No, but my point is that it's a physical stadium that we're in right now. There is no other stadium. I know that your guy wants to build one, but there isn't one. So this is where we are until if it comes. There's nothing guaranteed.
$22 billion this guy has,
and he's going to spend all his money on a stadium, right? That's what he made all that money for, to blow it all.
For the University of Miami to play football.
Come on, man! On the new stadium.
Y'all have a good night. I can't listen to fairy tales. Y'all be good. See you later.
As long as you believed in Santa Claus for a while.
Man, I'm trying to give Miami the benefit of the doubt right here.
Exactly. This guy is a trip. This guy's literally out here saying
like this dude's
that he's
going
to put 450 million to 500 million into a stadium, and you're acting like he's not a real person. This is an actual person in Miami that.
He's trying to do something for the city of Miami and the University of Miami.
Now,
so what's the problem with that?
Is he not the most richest man in Miami?
Thank you.
And my whole point is, I just don't care. I'm fine with them playing at Hard Rock. It doesn't matter to me.
Well,
I just want to say Miami should do what's best for Miami.
You got the right to feel that way, but
exactly, you got the right to feel that way.
If he gets the right to build it, if they give him the spot to build it, I'm 100% behind it. Hey, no disrespect to Hard Rock, but it ain't my home.
Exactly.
Well, the
The
OB's
Dolphins
gone.
been
It ain't
losing
never
in
coming
that
back.
shit for years. We don't want to keep following
build a
behind
new
those
one.
losers. It used to be back in the day when Michael Irvin them telling people that they used to get the Dolphin players in the club.
All right,
You
I got
know
a
why?
question.
We didn't
I got a
have to.
question.
We
And-
led
and
that, so
And
we
this
ain't
is
never
where
need no Dolphins for nothing.
I got a question, and this is where I'm coming from with you. Did you ever go to a game in the OB?
Oh yeah, I'm from Miami. I'm literally
Okay.
down
Okay.
in
Have you been to a
Gould.
game at Hard Rock?
Of course. What do you mean?
Oh, okay.
So
So you can't
Coach,
sit there. My whole point is you can't sit there with a straight face and tell me you'd rather sit on them hard ass bleachers baking in that sun in the Orange Bowl as compared to them nice seats in that
that's the thing.
canopy
That's
at
the
Hard
thing,
Rock.
though,
that's
Slim.
the difference
That's the thing.
between
The
me and
guy's
you.
not. The guy's not
That's the
building the
difference
Orange
between
Bowl.
me and you.
The
Talk
guy's
to him,
not.
Ty.
The guy's not building the Orange Bowl, bro. This man is
Talk.
building a state-of-the-art stadium. Go
Talk.
look at the Dallas Cowboy Stadium. It's gonna be something like that.
He's saying $450 to $500 million that he's ready to put into a stadium. What are you talking about? What are we talking about? Why is there any resistance to that? Like,
Because
why
I just
isn't
don't. I
everybody
don't
just
care about
waving a
it. Just
flag
play at Hard
saying,
Rock for
put
all
us
I
a
care.
damn stadium somewhere? What do you
Because
mean?
I don't care. They can play at Hard Rock for all I care. That's my point.
I understand that you don't care, Slim. But my thing is
But
with
there are
the fan
people that
base,
do.
the fan base that goes, "Oh, we don't need no stadium. We shouldn't do it." Blah blah blah. Okay, feel that way all you want, but when the stadium come, deal with it.
Exactly.
I have
Because
never seen a fan base that's so divided over a stadium.
Exactly. I don't understand.
What has been one of the main things they troll our fan base about? Oh, y'all
Say it
play-
again.
The stadium on campus.
Say it again.
I
Thank
used to
you.
do it. I'll take an
Thank
L
you.
for that.
Okay,
FIU
and
has a damn
once
stadium,
again,
bro.
once
FIU
again,
has a
I
damn
tell them
stadium,
all.
bro.
I tell them all that's a dumb argument, and I don't care about that argument.
Man, you don't
I
have.
mean,
You
if
don't,
you let it get to your little feelers, that's fine, but I don't.
well, actually, it's all kind of stuff, bro. That's like going to Oregon and saying, because we don't got all the money Oregon have, everybody should go to Oregon. That's the same. It's the same exact thing. People going to say what we don't have compared to what everybody else has.
You know
what
that
are you
thing's
talking
funny?
about? That's
When we
ridiculous.
said we was gonna go get Mario, what did everybody say? Oh, y'all ain't got Phil Knight money. Y'all ain't got Oregon money. Here we are today. Mario is in the fucking building. Every time we talk about something, putting up a stadium and anything like that, everybody is against it, and then it mother effing happens.
Nobody's
everybody loves
against
it.
anything. I'm not. I just said I don't care which way they go with it.
I
just don't
understand.
care
I
about
understand
it.
what you're saying, Slim. I'm not talking about
that's
you in
the-
general. I'm talking
That's
about the
literally
fan
the
base.
final piece to the puzzle right now, bro. That's literally
I
the
disagree.
last
I don't
thing.
think they need a stadium. To me, it doesn't matter. And hell, you want to talk about Mario being here? What did Mario say the day he was hired? I don't want players who want the nice, flashy facilities. And he said all that doesn't matter.
And in the same breath, and in the
that's
same
something-
breath, he
that's
just took $8
something-
million.
That's something me and him agree on.
In the same breath, he just took $8 million a year, bro.
Wait,
Come
who
on,
said-
man. Don't do that.
Mario
said
like
that.
the flashy stuff or whatever. Mario's the main one talking about upgrading everything,
Thank you.
trying to bring us up to date.
I'm just
Thank
telling
you.
you what the man said.
Exactly.
I'm just telling you what the man said. That's
Bottom line
and
is,
I
bro,
happen to agree with that statement.
Well, some fans are wrong sometimes.
A
In order
stadium
for
would
him
be
to
a
come here,
crazy
we gotta-
recruiting
No,
tool.
it's not even a
brand new
matter.
stadium. A brand new state-of-the-art
And see-
stadium would be the biggest recruiting tool
And you're not
that
paying
we've had
NFL
in
franchise for
so
rent
many
every
years,
year.
bro.
And
Come
see
on,
that
bro.
right,
Put all our
that
banners-
right there.
We could
Now,
put
hang
all
on,
our banners
hang
in the
on,
stadium,
T2I.
and then we
Hang
don't
on.
have to worry about taking them down every Sunday.
Thank you.
Guess what? You're going to be taking them down to wherever the hell it's at because it ain't going to be on campus. But
It ain't gonna be on campus.
but what old boy just said is exactly the problem, even with people in general today. He sat there and said, well, he was wrong. No, it's not wrong. It's an opinion. There is no right or wrong in an opinion. And just because somebody has a different opinion, I'm not saying mine's right. I'm just saying it's my opinion.
All I'm gonna say is when it comes down to a stadium, once again, I'm really here. Like I really was at the Orange Bowl in the heyday, and I was around when they should have pretty much knocked it down and kept putting money into it, but the city owned the stadium so that they didn't put money into it. So it got so bad, it got to the point where it got so bad that everybody started saying that they should put money into it, and they put a Band-Aid on the shit and ended up tearing it down anyway.
Well, and I've been to games, and I've been to games at both stadiums, and Hard Rock's a much nicer stadium to go to a game at.
Hold on, Slim. Go ahead, boss. What's up?
Hello.
Yeah, you there?
Hello.
Yeah,
You're good.
we can hear you.
Yeah, Wi-Fi is
Okay.
terrible in Alabama, ain't it?
Hey, mine's fine. I don't know what you're talking about.
Oh yeah, man.
So you,
Well, bottom line for this,
Jacksonville, born and raised.
do you know it? Do you know what type of history was in the Orange Bowl?
Yeah, you there?
Do you know how many Super Bowls, how many big boxing matches, how many big, sporting events, concerts that went on in the Orange Bowl, bro?
The Orange Bowl was the place to be. I remember.
But that's the point. And there's an actual bowl game called the Orange Bowl. And there's no Orange Bowl right now, bro. That's ridiculous.
Ain't nobody else can say that they did that in one stadium. 58 home win streak. Nobody.
In the Orange Bowl. Not in that piece of shit. Something? Not in that piece of trash.
Go ahead,
rock
speak,
or whatever you want to call
What's
it.
up?
Can I say something?
Yeah, go ahead.
Yeah. Damn, you're making Alabama Wi-Fi look bad, man.
This is a failure to communicate.
Well,
Wi-Fi does not compute.
Actually, I'm gonna need y'all to update your history a little bit. That 58 game home win streak, that record got broken.
By who?
By who?
Boise State holds the record now.
Oh, well.
The Smurf turf.
Hey, the Smurf turf. I don't know about y'all, but that Smurf turf's unbeatable.
Hold on. Since when? When did they break this
exactly? I need to.
They broke it 6 or 7 years ago.
Hold on.
Yeah, that was during Boise State's golden days.
I gotta Google that.
If we talking about stadiums?
Yeah, we're talking about stadiums where everybody else, they can
Miami fans, please.
Miami fans arguing over new stadium.
Hello?
I don't know why we arguing because I don't know why you wouldn't want your own stadium.
Exactly.
I can hear y'all.
When you walk out of that big trash up in Gainesville and you see that big stadium right across the street, you know what I'm saying?
Miami, why y'all arguing about stadiums?
You in Tallahassee, you see that big trash ass dokes, whatever it is.
Well, see, that's the thing. Nobody's arguing. You have one side bitching about somebody else's opinion because they don't care.
I don't know what you're talking about because I don't see nothing but Miami's on here. It says Miami 58, Alabama 57, Harvard 56, and Michigan 50. Those are the top fives right there on home win streaks. It hasn't been broken by Boise.
Ain't nobody bitching about shit.
Boise's home win streak stopped at 35, and that was from 2006 to 2011.
I can tell you that's not up to date because Florida State had a 54-game win streak that Miami broke in 2001.
Actually, Florida State was 42 home game win streaks from 1995 to 2001.
On the broadcast at the time, they said 54 because I still got it.
Well, they got it wrong. I'm looking at it right here and right in front of me.
Might be.
So Miami 58. The only one that came close to it was Alabama. Actually, we broke Alabama's record. Alabama held that record from 63 to 82.
Well, I knew that.
From 85 to 94.
Yeah, I knew they had broke Alabama's record.
The only
you didn't know that nobody broke their record.
The only team that came close to it was Florida State with 42 games.
And that was Orange Bowl. That was a college stadium. Did you ever think they would ever tear down the Rose Bowl?
Longest.
They do not. think about that, bro. They not thinking about none of that.
So y'all think y'all gonna get the stadium or not?
We're gonna get it because the guy's worth $22 billion. Ain't no reason he ain't gonna get us no stadium.
I think we're gonna get it. Not only that, it's not costing the school a dime.
Right here, Boise State home winning streak ends. Miami's 58 game. Yep, there you go. Here's where Boise beat it. They beat it with a
here it
win
is.
over
Miami 58, Alabama 57.
That's what I'm seeing too.
Exactly. What is he looking at?
I don't see Will Slim seeing that.
Well, and I just pulled up a second article that said I'm literally looking at two separate articles. One says they broke it, one says they don't. That's weird.
Yeah, well, I'm looking at it says that Boise got the 35.
Longest home winning streak in college football history. Miami of Florida 58 starts in 95 to 1994. Alabama number 2, Harvard number 3, Michigan, Nebraska, Washington, Texas, Florida State.
Yeah, see, that's what I'm seeing too.
And none of those 58 games.
I've got that list pulled up.
58 games happen at Hard
This is
Rock
home game winning streak.
The most recent home game win streak stopped at 28 with Clemson, and that was from and that ended in 2016.
Dude, for real, you need to get out of your feelings just because somebody don't care where they play.
So you and your feelings, you and your feelings because
Clemson has a 34 home game win streak to now. It's 2016 to now, the present.
We're talking about something else, and you're still over here bitching about it. Come on, man. It ain't that bad.
Bro, I'll show you a bitch, man. For real. I'm getting tired of you playing with me, man.
Y'all chill.
Exactly.
Whoa,
you gotta choose your words wisely when you talk to people.
Ain't nobody call you a bitch. I said you were bitching.
Okay, choose your words wisely.
Hold on, I got a $25 donation from Michael Ellis. Miami definitely need their own stadium to call home. It will bring them to the next level.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Yep.
I disagree with that opinion. That's all.
Appreciate that, boss.
Well, that's his opinion. I disagree with it. He disagrees with mine. It'll be okay.
Appreciate it.
Saying some of us don't appreciate don't mess with the Dolphins. Some of us don't want to go up north from where we live to go to a football game when we had a stadium right up the street that was feeding the neighborhoods and everything.
I don't mess with the Dolphins either. I drive the Hard Rock from Palm Beach, and I don't mind driving even further if it's our shit.
If it's our man, come on, bro.
Well, see, we agree on something. I don't care about the Dolphins either. I'm a Tampa Bay fan.
Exactly. I'm a Dallas Cowboys fan. So
how about the Rams?
Oh my God.
Man, hey, they ain't even gonna make the wild card, T2Y. What happened? They were so happy.
Didn't we already beat Tampa?
Oh, you ain't even gonna make the playoffs, so what does it matter?
Then we
what
already.
Does it matter?
What you talking about? We gonna make the playoffs, bro. We 9-4 right now. We about to.
And you're looking at a wild card spot at best.
Wild card though. But the Cardinals lost again.
Did you not realize that the Cardinals lost tonight?
Yeah, the Cardinals lost.
Got an all-star.
Well, I'm at work. I don't know who's won today.
Okay, so the Cardinals lost. My team got to do is win on Tuesday, and we own that division, boy. What you talking about?
Y'all beat the Cardinals. Yeah, they beat the Cardinals.
Once again, I ain't watched nothing today. I didn't know the Cardinals lost.
The game before that, we whooped the Cardinals. What you talking
about?
Yeah,
Detroit beat it on the Cardinals.
Talking about Willis?
Yeah, I didn't see that one coming. Detroit.
Right. like I said, T2I, I ain't seen none of the games today because I'm at work. I didn't know the Cardinals lost today. The Cardinals still had a hold of that division.
The Rams is in prime position.
Green Bay got no one seed. Don't have no one seed.
Man,
unless they lose again.
We got a nice, easy next 3 games.
Green Bay lucked up and
yeah, we did.
In the NFC.
We did. I take it.
That was supposed to be our shit.
Man,
Green Bay gonna do Green Bay things, and they gonna fuck it up.
Rodgers gonna shave his head and that hair on his face. What is he? What look he going for?
Hey,
yeah, I just start hating on Aaron. Now don't hate on Aaron.
Aaron Rodgers.
Aaron Rodgers is the bad man.
Wait a minute. I got a question. Hate on what with Aaron Rodgers? 1-5
Okay,
in NFC Championship
yeah. We had no
1-5.
defense. Yeah, he
One
wasn't.
in
It wasn't his fault.
I know he make.
It wasn't his fault.
He's one of them guys.
Nah, our defense was better. This is the worst we played all year though today. We ain't play like this all year on defense.
Y'all still got Kevin King. I ain't hearing that.
No, King don't start though. He don't. I don't want to hear that either.
He's still
He
on the
cost
roster.
us Super Bowl.
Hey, that man should have been cut at halftime.
He should have. I totally agree. He should have been gone.
The fact that he's still on the roster, he'll come out and screw something up for you.
Nah, we had Alexander back. We had Jair back.
Well,
Stokes, he doing his thing. And Douglas. As long as King ain't back there, we good.
Man, them Cowboys gonna win the whole thing. Y'all don't have to,
man.
y'all
We
sleep
ain't
well.
Cowboys ain't winning.
Hey, Trayvon got 10 already, bro.
Hey, Cowboys is doing good though now. I ain't
Defense
saying
just
that
shot
many.
past. Defense shot past the Colts today. They was like behind the Colts by one as far as turnovers, and we got like 5 or 6 today or some shit.
Who y'all playing?
I think Dallas got a legit defense for
Tell
real,
you.
but they ain't got.
Oh, yeah.
But Dak ain't shit and Zeke ain't shit. So they ain't
If you follow Street on
that
Twitter,
don't make sense.
he say he's got a Twitter space at 10 o'clock, so y'all might want to go over there and listen, check him out on Twitter. 10 o'clock.
Say that. Yeah, that don't make sense. You saying Dak ain't shit.
Dak ain't.
We got number 1 offense in the NFL right now.
Stop
it. Shout out to Doc Prescott.
It's out there. Like, I ain't
for securing the bag and then going out there and playing mediocre.
Go look that up. Best wide receiver core in the NFL, hands down. Tight end is kicking the ass this year.
You crazy as hell if you think Dallas's wide receiver core can even sniff Tampa's.
Tampa?
Oh, you said Tampa.
I do it cover.
They'll trade the whole receiving core for CeeDee Lamb right now in Tampa. What you talking about?
What are you talking about? Mike Evans, the only receiver in history with 7 straight 1,000-yard
and they'll trade him right now for CeeDee Lamb.
No, I wouldn't.
About? And they'll trade him for Amari Cooper. Man, you tripping, man.
You crazy as hell.
Man, they'll trade that dude for CeeDee Lamb right now. What you talking about?
Chris Godwin, Mike Evans,
be hurt every
AB.
2 days.
Stop it.
He'll be hurt next week, bro. You know that.
Crazy as hell.
You know Mike Evans stay hurt.
Nobody.
He'd be great.
How you figure?
Exactly. He'd be great for 5-6 games, get hurt for about 6 games, come back in the playoffs, do
7
good.
straight 1,000-yard seasons.
Once again, he still was hurt most of the time.
No, he wasn't because they didn't make the playoffs.
He a good player, bro.
Before Tom Brady got there, they wasn't making the playoffs. Jameis was busy throwing 30
player,
interceptions.
bro. He a good player, bro. But CeeDee Lamb is the next level. They'll trade his ass right now for CeeDee Lamb.
Because they got Gronk, they got AB, they got Chris Godwin, they got Scotty Miller.
Everybody on this chat.
CeeDee Lamb cannot level
who
up
you
to
taking
that.
right now? CeeDee Lamb or Mike Evans?
I'm taking Lamb.
Lamb.
Thank you. Bye. Thank
Lamb
you, sir.
easy.
Okay, that's one guy against our receiving. Our receiving core is still better.
And then you
Not
take
without AB.
Amari Cooper. Hold on.
Guess what? Tyreek Hill.
Amari Cooper or Godwin?
Slow down. Thank you, Sergeant AR10 for the $20 donation. Appreciate that, boss.
Amari Cooper or Godwin? Who y'all taking?
Hang on. Guess
taking?
what?
Everybody on the panel.
Hang on. You ain't letting nobody else talk. Close your mouth for a minute. Tyreek Hill is better than any one receiver on Tampa, but Tampa's receiving core is better.
There it is.
Now, Sergeant said that his dog's gonna win it all.
Georgia 14-1.
Appreciate that, boss.
R.I.P.
Georgia
to
ain't
the
playing nobody.
Man, hey, if Georgia win it all, man, all the 1980 jokes gonna go away.
Hey,
I don't want that to happen.
I don't either. I'm with you, T2.
Hashtag 2021.
They're gonna be
just know, man, Tom Brady is benefiting from Bruce Arians and a great offensive line, great defense.
I don't
But
dispute that.
the receivers, without Antonio Brown, that shit is not the same.
They need
What are you
Brown.
talking about? Antonio Brown didn't play 3/4 of the season last year, and
But
they
he's
had a winning
but what he
record,
did in the
But he make
playoffs in the
y'all
Super
better.
Bowl.
Obviously, y'all best receiver.
What he did in the playoffs in the Super Bowl.
in the playoffs, he was hurt for 2 games and scored 2 touchdowns in the playoffs and Super Bowl.
Thank you.
2, 1 in each game. So
And
what are you
y'all
talking
won them
about here?
games, right? Y'all won them games, right?
Guess what, Chris? I mean, Evans scored 2. So did Scotty Miller. So did
Ain't talking about
Gronk.
them.
So
We
did
talking about
Godwin.
Antonio Brown. We weren't talking about all them. We talking about Antonio Brown. That was it.
So you're trying to conflate one receiver with not what I said. I said the whole receiving core is the best in the NFL.
I said I was this. What you talking? Once
Guys,
again,
I got to get out of here, man. We're supposed to wrap this up about 30 minutes ago.
Yeah, my bad, man. Oh.
All right, y'all. Everybody, y'all have a good night. Appreciate everybody for
All right.
joining tonight.
Yeah, I'll see you on Thursday, big fella.
All right, boss.
Jordan Bowman, man, you came in a little too late. We've been on for about 2 hours and something now. Next week, man. But appreciate everybody for coming through. Hit the like button, subscribe if you haven't already. Yeah, man. Good night. Have a good night. Hopefully, your NFL teams won. Like I said, my team don't play, so if your team play mine, I ain't wishing your team to win. So how about that? But y'all have a good night, man.